When an Igbo businessman wants something, nothing stands in his way. Who comes all the way from Anambra to Lagos, brought an Ogene band, and even bought the entire office building just to get her number? If not an Odogu Parara. Now, if that's not a premium Igbo businessman energy, I don't know what else it is. You see, Hollywood Sabi give us these characters, the men who may not know big grammar but can spend millions even without blinking. But the question is, who plays the illiterate Igbo businessman best? Oh yeah, watch this video to the end to find out, because this one no free pass us by. Let's start with Stanze.
I'm the happiest man on planet Earth. That's why Risky has agreed to marry me.
Stan gave us something different in Afamefuna, an Unwa boy story. This wasn't just another Nollywood rich man film. It was a deep cultural adventure into the Igbo apprenticeship system. Stan played Afamefuna, the young Igbo trader determined to make it big. And when I said determined, I mean the kind of guy that wakes up before the roasters and won't stop till he counts serious money. The way he spoke Igbo, the way he carried himself with that I sabi wetin I dey do confidence, but the way he argued over money with customers, everything was on point. Stan didn't just act. He became that Igbo businessman that every trader in Onitsha main market dreams of becoming. You know those Igbo men that didn't go to school, but when it comes to business, they no get rival. That was Stan in this movie. He didn't need a degree because in the University of Real Life Hustle, he was already a professor. One thing that stood out in Afamefuna was how real the storytelling felt. You did think that Nollywood entered the real market, picked one trader and gave him a camera. The Igbo apprenticeship system, the betrayal, the street wisdom, the struggle to become an Odogu, Stan delivered it effortlessly. If you didn't respect the Igbo business hustle before now, this movie will change your mind. Now, if you think a businessman is only serious about money, wait until you meet the economic one.
Other rice, other beans. Only one person take away too.
This movie gave us the other side of the Igbo businessman. One who calculates everything, as in before he spent a kobo, he analyzed the market, checked exchange rate, and considered whether it can double in 3 months. Stan plays a character that many Nigerian women recognize immediately. The husband who believes love is nice, but cutting cost is better. You want a bone straight hair, he will ask you how much the Dangote's wife own cost. You want an iPhone, he reminds you that iPhone 6 is still sending messages. He's a typical man who calls himself a wise investor, while his wife calls him a glorified stingy man. Next is Ike Ogbonna. If you've been watching Nollywood for a while, you will know Ike Ogbonna is that fine, polished guy, always looking fresh, like someone that just sprayed an expensive perfume. But in Imperfect Match, my guy gave us something different. He stepped into the Igbo businessman role and carried it with full chest.
Me and you were in love. And when you're in love to somebody, there is a plan for the love. We are planning to get married. Whatever is my own is your own. Anything that I have is also for you. So which one is your house or my house? It is our house. And me and you are planning to get married. This is how you want to be practicing marriage.
I played Ifai, an Igbo man who found himself in a gbasgbo situation after a one-night stand with a Yoruba woman. See, forget all those romantic problems. What really made the role interesting was how he embodied the sharp-mouthed, calculative Igbo businessman. You know those Igbo men that will price something for 5,000 naira, even though they know it's worth 50,000 naira. That was Ike in this movie. He talked with that rich Igbo businessman accent, the one where L and R are best friends. Beyond the funny pronunciation, Ike showed out the business mindset of the Igbo man. The way he calculated money, analyzed risk, and always found a way to make things work, even in relationships, was classic. His character was a perfect mix of street wisdom and smoothness, making you laugh and shake your head at the same time. Now, in Obiodogu is where things get a little more traditional. Them alone should tell you this is about a powerful Igbo man, and Ike steps in with his usual charm. He's got the dressing, the confidence, and that way of making Igbo sound extra polished. But let's be real, does he really give that Ezego trader energy? You know, the one that starts from selling motor parts in Ladipo market before hitting it big? Not exactly. Ike is more of Igbo businessman who already has his money, signs his deal in AC offices, and touches the market only when it's time to make a power move. He fits the role in the sense that he carries himself like a rich Igbo man. But if you're looking for that raw, polished, loud, and aggressive business hustle, you have to keep looking. At the end of the day, Ike Ogbonna knows how to play rich and influential like second nature. When it comes to illiterate Igbo businessman character, he may not be the most believable, but he will definitely make the role look good while trying. Now is Uzarukwe, aka Odogu Parara. Uzarukwe is that guy you see in a Nollywood film, and instantly you know you're about to witness premium Igbo business energy. The man doesn't just act, he becomes the character. Give him a suit and overloaded briefcase and he's the struggling entrepreneur trying to hustle his way to the top. Then give him a buba and a red cap and he's the village millionaire intimidating everyone with his loud voice and questionable wisdom. In A Tribe Called Judah, Uzo plays Chigozie, a big shot businessman who's knee deep in money laundering.
Yeah? What is it? Do you want to attack me?
No, sir.
Then why? Are you a he good?
No, sir.
Tough boy like you don't know that you use Lolon. You know share Ebenil.
Now, if there's one thing Nollywood has taught us, is that Igbo businessmen and clean money sometimes have a flexible relationship. Ozo plays the role like a pro. He's confident, calculating, and has that commanding presence that makes you believe he's truly running things. And let's not forget the Igbo accent. To make his role even more authentic, he had to consciously switch L and R in his speech. That's dedication. Then there's Love in Every Word, where he plays Obiora, a rich businessman who falls for a career-driven woman. Now, this is classic Nollywood. Rich Igbo man meets an independent woman, and next thing you know, he's sending his village kingsmen to negotiate the bride price.
Obiora.
I see somebody has been talking about me.
Yes! Very well!
Okay, my name is Obiora. I'm Choma's husband.
Husband, okay. Oh, that's it. And if for my Odogo, you can call me E. Okay.
Ozo takes it beyond the usual. He doesn't just play the rich man. He plays the self-made Igbo businessman. The kind that started with pure water and now he owns estates. His expressions, his body language, even the way he holds his walking stick, it's like he's been selling cement and importing spare parts all his life. Now, which Odogo cooks for his woman, if not Odogo Parara, of course? Ozo has mastered the role. Whether he's playing a shady businessman or a love-struck millionaire, he always brings the authentic Igbo hustle spirit to the screen. Mike Ezuronye has been in the game for a long time, and if there's one thing he knows how to do well, it's playing the rich but ras Igbo businessman. The kind of man who can't spell entrepreneur but owns 3 plazas and has boys running around screaming Odogu. In Tight Circle, Mike takes on a role that reminds us why he's still one of the big boys in the industry.
I go a factory first. After I go factory, the next thing I report her back to her. My mineral resources wife, relax, no problem. After I go factory, take her back for her house. Then I come here. Then you do unto me what you want to do for me now in your industry.
It's all about love, trust, and that unspoken code people in tight friendship follow until wahala enters. You know that moment when everybody thinks they are loyal until money, power, or betrayal start testing their bond. That's the kind of drama Mike finds himself here. He delivers that mature, no-nonsense energy, the kind that makes you want to sit up and pay attention. You can just tell his character is the type that doesn't talk too much, but when he does, you better listen because wisdom is about to drop. His performance is solid as always, but let's not act like we didn't see those classic Mike Ezuronye's expression. The sharp eye movement, the I'm thinking deeply frown, and that signature head tilt when something isn't adding up. In My Illiterate Man, Mike takes things to another level. He plays Nana, a wealthy businessman who made fortune through pure street sense. No school, no certificate, just vibe and sharpness.
So the thing is say me and you for do business together, anytime we say you build a kind of plenty house, me self go supply you a plenty door, local or foreign.
That would be nice.
That would be nice. Okay, make I do business.
This man's definition of money misroad. He has cash but no class. You know the type that wears a designer suit but still says, give me that pure white sneakers. That's Nana. The beauty of Mike's acting in this film is how he fully embraces the illiterate but successful businessman stereotype. He talks loud, argues over everything, and insists that English is not a measure of intelligence. And honestly, he has a point. There's a scene where a bank manager tries to explain an investment policy to him and he just waves his hand like, Ross, abeg, put that money where he go produce other money. Mike's portrayal of Nana in My Illiterate Man is both hilarious and realistic. He makes you believe in the Igbo business hustle. He might say that education is good but money is better. And in true Nollywood fashion, at the end of the film, he proves that even without big grammar, he can outsmart people with book knowledge. Next, we have Zubi Michael. There's one thing Zubi Michael does better than anyone. It's bringing gra energy into his role. The man moves like he has a generator permanently running inside him. In The Bride Price, he plays Aloysius Okoronta, a rugged, loud, and proud spare parts dealer who falls for a rich man's daughter. But there is wahala. Her father, a strict professor, hits him with a bride price so high that even Dangote would think twice before paying.
There is life after marriage. Yes, sir. If I spend all I have marrying your daughter, how are we going to survive after the marriage?
Boy, go home. I'm not really matured for marriage.
No, sir. That's not.
Aloysius is the type of Igbo businessman that believes money answers all things. He's dressing loud, he's walking step confident like a man who just closed the deal at Ladipo Market. His mouth as sharp as a fresh razor blade. Even when the bride price nearly finished him, the guy stood his ground, chest out, shouting, money no be problem. Zubi delivered this role with so much aggression and market swag. You did think he actually owns a shop at trade fair. The way he haggles, throws in proverb, and claps his hand before making a point. That was perfection. And the shouting, you don't need to increase your TV volume when he's on the screen. Zubi made us believe that Igbo businessman's biggest strength is confidence. And in the bride price, he showed us why he's called Ezendiala, king of madness. If street credibility had a face, it would be Zubi. Now let's talk about Stephen Odinwe, aka Flashboy. Zubi Michael is the Gragra king, then Stephen Odinwe is the smooth operator of Illiterate Igbo Businessman. This man doesn't just act, he makes you feel the role. In Igbo Man, he plays a local trader who knows how to sweet talk customers into buying even what they don't need.
Mba, Emeka, okwu gị kwụ ọtọ ka siga. Your statement is very straightforward. It's as simple as ABCD. If you know you cannot come for the meeting, it's very simple.
Like Zubi's high energy, Stephen brings a fresh, charming, and calculated approach to the illiterate businessman role. His character is that typical Onitsha trader that will call you my oga, my chairman, my customer, just to make sure you don't leave his shop without buying something. The way he mixes broken English with deep Igbo proverbs, classic. But don't let the sweet mouth fool you. He's still a no-nonsense businessman. When a customer tries to price his goods anyhow, you will hear him say, "Oga, if it's cheap, why you never buy them for another place?" That line alone has ended many negotiations in Nigerian markets. Stephen has the ability to switch from charming to serious in a second. 1 minute he's smiling with a customer, the next he's chasing debtors with pure Igbo rage. And his facial expressions, perfect. He gives that do not try me look that every successful Igbo trader must have. And last but not least, Chris Okabwe. Now let's talk about Chris Okabwe, Inodogu's wife. First of all, the title alone tells you that trouble is brewing. When an Igbo businessman is called Odogu, just know his ego is bigger than his mansion.
So you know, wetin will come happen now be say as you now be Lolo Odogu. As you don't come now, change me now. You don't give me baptismal name, another one now. I no be Odogu again, I be Odiegu. So you now, you will come be Lolo Odiegu.
This place Odogu, a wealthy businessman who made money in the classic Nwa boy system, learning the trade under a master, saving up and then becoming his own boss. But this Odogu, this one is the chairman of Ituna Association. The moment he sees small money, he starts behaving like a king. He talks too much, drinks too much, and believes money solves everything. If his wife complains, he throws money at her. If someone offends him, he asks them, "Do you know who I am? I can buy you and resell you with profits." This Okabwe nails this role with his perfect balance of arrogance and humor. He has that facial expression that says, "I made money and I need everybody to know about it." His Odogo character is a walking billboard of wealth. Red cap title to the side, oversized gold wristwatch, and the kind of walking stick that serves no purpose except to remind people that he has arrived. And when he speaks, he drags his word the way only a rich Igbo man can. But the real drama, the way he handles business, Odogo does not read contracts. No time, he signs and shouts. At the end of the day, Nollywood has given us some real legends when it comes to playing the illiterate but sharp Igbo businessman. These actors make you feel like you're right inside on the main market watching a real life negotiation. But who really owns the role? Who carries that money first English later energy the best? Who's your Odogu? Let us know in the comments. And if you love Nollywood gist, hot entertainment wahala, and the kind of content that keeps you entertained, make sure you're plugged into Trend Hub. No dull moments here, just premium gist back to back.